The first 3 easiest breaking freezes you can learn. For many people, I think these freezes can be the easiest one, but of course, for other people, they can find other freezes a little bit easier, so it really depends from your body type, from your own flexibility and your own strength. But generally, I think these freezes that I'm gonna show in this video are very easy to learn. First one is the headstand. Why is it so easy? Because you can learn it very gradually. You can start from a tripod freeze. The tripod freeze is this freeze here. You stay on your head and on your feet on the floor like this. So you kinda try to form a triangle with your head and your arms, and your hands. So your hands doesn't have to be in the same line with your head, but they need to form a triangle shape. Arms here and head here, not straight. You stay wide with your legs and you can stay with your feet down on the floor, so you just get familiar with the posture. Again, in this way. If you are familiar with this position, try to get a little bit closer with your feet, like this. If you're not that flexible and it starts hurting your hamstrings, you can directly bend one leg and try to lean it on your elbow, in this way. So from here, let's say you're not that flexible, so bend one leg and stay on one elbow, and then switch and try to do it on the other side as well. When you feel ready, try to go with both legs on your elbows, like this. If it feels comfortable, try to lift up both knees off of your elbows, in this way. But still try to be with your knees low. So don't kick up like this, because this is a little bit risky at first and you can fall backwards. So I really recommend, when you first try the headstand, to try to stay with your legs as low as possible. Also make sure your head, your neck is straight, okay? Don't stay arched backwards with your head. Don't stay like this, don't stay to the side, don't do weird things, but try to stay straight and aligned. Once you get comfortable with it, you can try different leg shapes. So for example, you can try to open your legs wide, still keeping them low. Don't higher your legs like this, but try to keep them low. You can try to be with your legs like crunched or like in a squat position, so crunched but wide. And then when you feel even more comfortable, feel free to experiment with even more leg shapes. Second freeze, the elbow freeze. Why I think it's easy? Because actually you don't need to hold it for a long time to make it good. You can just go up, make a very clear leg shape in your freeze and then go back down. Something like this, for example. As you can see, I didn't hold the freeze for a long time. I just did a clear leg shape with my legs and then I came back down. If you want to do it in this way, it's pretty easy to do. If you want to hold it longer time, then it's going to be a little bit more challenging. How to do it? You can start from your knees or kind of like in this position, or you can start from your elbow directly, maybe better. So one elbow is on the floor, doesn't matter which side. I recommend actually to practice all freezes on both sides at first. The other hand is kind of like in the middle of your elbow. So not too forward like this, but not too backwards like this, but kind of like in the middle line of your elbow. From here, you push just one leg up and you try to do just this movement here. When you feel ready, try to lock your legs in the air. Doesn't matter which form, even just like this, lock, and then go down. Lock, and then go down. When it starts feeling easy, try to kick the first leg that is kicking on the side. So in my case, I'm using the left elbow and I'm gonna kick the right leg. If you're doing it on the right elbow, probably you're gonna kick the left leg. So now what I wanna do with my right leg is not kicking backwards anymore like this, but kicking it to the side. Almost like from here, I'm gonna kick on the side. And the other leg can be bent. You can also keep it straight, up to you. The important thing is not like your leg shape, but is how you lock your leg shape. So it can be any leg shape you want. The important thing is that it is a very clear position that you're able to lock for half of a second or a very brief moment in order to make the position clear and look good. Because if you don't lock it, then it looks floppy and it looks very random. Just try to go up, lock your legs, use your muscles, and then go back down. Don't push too much, don't push too high, because otherwise you can roll on the other side. I really recommend practicing cartwheels before, because cartwheels make you understand how to fall over. So let's say, for example, I'm pushing too much right now. I'm gonna fall over to the other side. Since I can do a cartwheel, for me it's very easy to fall over to the other side. It's just like a cartwheel on my elbows. So kind of like this. Third and last freeze, the air freeze. Also this one, for some people, may be like weird that I teach like the air freeze as a first freeze to learn. Usually it's the baby freeze or the shoulder freeze. But I think also here, you don't need to hold it for a long time. You can just go up and go down immediately, and you just need to lock your legs for one brief moment. If you do it in this way, it's very easy. And this is actually the first freeze I ever learned, even before learning the taro freeze or the baby freeze or the shoulder freeze, or even the headstand actually. I learned this freeze very quickly. And the easy thing about this freeze is that at first you can also practice with a friend by just holding his hand, or you can use a chair or something. For example, I can use this thing here and I can do the air freeze like this, holding on something, okay? So now I want to do it with my left hand, but I recommend you doing it on both sides. At first you just want to get familiar with just going up and going down. So if you do it with your left arm like me, your left leg is going to be forward. If you do it on the right side, your right leg has to be forward. So don't start like this, please. I see many people start in this way and they still can do it, but it looks a little bit more uncomfortable and awkward. So I really recommend starting with the same arm forward and same leg forward. So on the left side, in my case, left leg, left arm, I just want to push a little bit and go back like this. Push a little bit and go back like this. And same thing as the elbow freeze, when I get familiar, I just kick my leg to the side in this way and lock. And again, kick and lock. As you can see, I don't hold the position a long time. I just go up and go down. If you will need more help for your breaking, check out my website. I will leave the link in the description. You can find PDF guides, video courses, or private online coaching. If you have any requests for any other videos, let me know in the comments and I'm gonna try my best to do all of them. See you next time with a new video. Yo ninjas!